Welcome, Real Street Sessions. Hey, having a great day. Yo, so I've got a lot of responding to do when it comes to the comments. I've made 2 more reaction videos and I have yet to respond to anyone. So I apologize. Got some other tasks I had to take care of. But as of right now, we are currently diving into sad rappers. That is next on the list. And then followed up by, I believe, Chrome is what a few people have actually asked. It's either Chrome or canceled. It's definitely or canceled, something like that. One of the three. I'm not sure. I need to check my iPad. So yeah, start off sad rappers. Let's just dive in. Let's get it.
Where'd all these suicidal sad rappers come from? They showed up with those mumble rapper dum-dums. They've been preying on people with mental illness and pretending to relate to get paid in creative business. They claim to be anxious, say they're depressed. They're faking it to gain something in common with some fans for a check. It's overdiagnosed, so it's becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the mental pain, we're barely surviving, and then they glorify the men and women losing their lives. I'm talking Cobain, Lil Peep, Winehouse, Jackson, Williams, Cornell, Bennington. Imagine all the icons that we buried probably turning in their graves, that they can witness out of sickness getting used to get paid.
Yo, okay, I gotta stop it there. I was just waiting for the next punchline bar. Okay, straight up. First off, I gotta bring it to a good scene right here. First off, we got Black Eyed Tom. We got the dark yellowish blue-eyed, glow-eyed Tom, which that was in Danger and another one. And now we've got, this is the Tom that, I don't know if it's like a version of him or if it's just a random eye effect. Remember what I told you about one of my last reactions? It looks like when you zoom in on a fly, the eye looks like a fly when you zoom in on a fly's eyeball. It's like a grid. That's what I was saying, like the thumbnail and all that. The eyeball looked like that. And his message, yo, straight up bars. And the delivery of that, yeah, talking about these rappers, talking about they got anxiety, this and that, which I agree. A lot of them probably do, but they're glorifying it in a bad way. And then they pass away and then they get basically marketed off their not being here anymore, and they glorify it by preaching the wrong thing to the youth, and the youth are like taking it more. So it's like what he's saying is 100% facts, 100% facts. And it's sad because like they glorify it while they're doing it, and then they glorify it even more after they're gone. And it's sad to see that like a lot of these people really do sometimes, who are not just the rapper themselves, but the fans, might actually be going through some like trauma or really have some mental health issues or have extreme anxiety that's uncontrollable. And they really do need some type of like medication to help cope with certain like life situations. And then they end up listening to stuff like this and either overdose or, yeah. So like what he's spitting is true facts. And then they capitalize off these people when they are not here anymore. So yeah, big facts, big facts.
On people with mental illness and pretending to relate to get paid in creative business. They claim to be anxious, say they're depressed. They're faking it to gain something in common with some fans for a check.
That just speaks for itself. They just claim to have something in common just to gain something for a check. You know what I'm saying? Dang.
It's overdiagnosed, so it's becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the
It's overdiagnosed, so now it's becoming a trend. So it's like having a sickness in your head is now like glorified so much, it's becoming such a trend where I'll just kind of pop it. Like, talk your shit, Tom.
Mental pain, we're barely surviving, and then they glorify the men and women losing their lives. I'm talking Cobain, Lil Peep, Winehouse, Jackson, Williams, Cornell, Bennington. Imagine all the icons that we buried probably turning in their graves, that they can witness out of sickness getting used to get paid. These rappers fabricating symptoms for fame, their mental illness.
talking about how all these people, I counted up to 7 people, I think, talking about how they turning in their graves, basically saying like they would not be down for this. If any one of these people that he's talking about would still be here, or if all of them could still be here, they would be mad as hell. Like, bro, what are you doing? Talking about like just he counted off what 7 people.
Bennington, imagine all the icons that we buried, probably turning in their graves that they could witness out of sickness, getting used to get paid. These rappers fabricating symptoms for fame. Their mental illness is the money on their mind that started rotting their brains. Yeah. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I can see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. People die from depression, these rappers cry for attention. And
that
it's
was
in every
catchy.
single genre you could possibly on their mind that started rotting their brains, yeah. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. People die from depression, these rappers cry for attention. And it's in every single genre you could possibly mention. From pop to electronic to rock to indie to grunge. They're trying to hook you into using the music like it's a drug. Get you addicted to artists they manufacture to target all other people in therapy trying to deal with their hardships. Crafted and marketed till they had you convinced that if you follow that person they make you fine in your skin. They
Yo, all right, look. I know everyone's probably already along the bandwagon and understands what he's talking about, but just because I just got to break this down. Notice all the symbols. These are all the emojis, the thumbs up, the likes. We're basically socially programmed to be on social media, to follow these people, to want to be just like them. And then you follow their trends, which is trending to be having anxiety issues, pop this, pop that. This is a wonderful message, and how he's delivering this message. Look at that. Yo, he's in a straitjacket from what I can see. I can only see as much as you can, the shoulders up, but from what I can see, the straps on the back, the collar thing, it looks like he's in a straitjacket and like a psych ward type thing, or if that's what you want to portray in the background, being in a solid white room. But look at the way that this is crisp. First off, the drip. I don't care if it's real diamonds, fake diamonds, moissanite, lab-grown diamonds, that's moissanite, cubic zirconia, which is glass, or if it really is VVS 1, 2, or 3, I don't care. I don't give a shit. The drip is on fleek. And then on top of that, the eyeballs, the little, like, just the whole angle of this wonderful, bright, clean shot. Very white and clean. Very clean. Crisp. Very crisp.
indie to grunge, they're trying to hook you into using the music like it's a drug. Get you addicted to artists they manufacture to target all other people.
They're using the They're using the artist to manufacture the target. If I even said that right. It's just this is every single song. Every song. I don't think there's gonna be a song where he doesn't hit the nail straight on the coffin.
In therapy, trying to deal with their hardships. Crafted and marketed till they had you convinced that if you follow that person, they make you fine in your skin. They ain't really trying to help you. They don't want to make you better. It's a lie they're trying to sell you, so you always buy the records. If you want to know the truth, they want you struggling forever, so you look to them for answers with your Visa or your debit. It's like the record labels working for pharma. They made anxiety trendy by using popular artists. And
wow, it's like the record labels are working for the pharma, so they use the environment to basically sell out their pharmaceutical drugs for them because they'll follow the artist. Yo, look, I can't believe I'm gonna say this because I'm definitely, like, as of 8 days ago, hangover gang straight 1,000,000,000%. But please tell me, do any of you think, like, 1%, just let me know. Like, I'm not accusing, I am just simply asking. So I'm scared to ask because I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I don't think so. I personally don't think so. Do any of you think whether it's possible, do you think Tom has ever had a ghostwriter? I'm just asking. I'm not accusing. I'm just wondering. Because think about it. I understand there's a lot of stuff before he rapped. He was rapping for a long time, and he did talks with his dad and talked about the government and understood a lot of stuff on how stuff worked. And I know he was in a band before this as like, a different genre. So he knows how the industry works to an extent. And I know he was a wrestler. I know like a lot, and you guys have helped me understand Tom. But as a rapper, I'm assuming the more songs you do, the more woke you get and how you understand what's going on. And probably studying the rap industry has helped him a lot too. But just, I have a very serious question is, in the comments, please let me know, do you think it's possible? Or do you think, I mean, of course it's possible, but do you think that Tom would ever go to that extent to do that? Do you think he would ever actually take that type of route and take the opportunity of someone doing that for him to make sure that like this sounds like a one-hit wonder? But for exposing the government, not a one-hit wonder that you'd hear on the radio that's like, the wrong agenda, but for this type of music, exposing the government, exposing the pharmaceutical industry. Like, do you think there is a ghostwriter ever on any of his songs? Just let me know. I'm not accusing, but the only reason I bring it up is because the way he's wording this, listen, my dad works in the government, okay? I am very aware of everything he's saying, and there's a lot of stuff that I know that's beyond rap. I could make a different entire channel and probably just monetize that on like just talking about the government, like the Joe Rogan experiment or experience, whatever podcast. I could probably do something like that and just talk about government shit all day. And so when it comes to what he's saying in rap form, he is spitting it so on point. And I'm sorry to drag this out, but he's spitting what he's saying so on point. He's not missing a beat at all. Every bar is a metaphor for not only exposing the truth, but he's getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And I just don't know if he has help, because if he does not have help, I will say this is the greatest rapper of all time. You cannot outdo the government. The government controls the entire world. And if he knows so much about the government and he's rapping and able to basically beat the Billboard charts that they'd rather just erase the digital charts instead, which is what basically God Mode was saying. He's got so many number ones. If you can outdo the government on your own, that's the greatest rapper of all time. He's doing more numbers than Eminem did at basically at this point, Billboard wise as well. I'm just saying. Let me know. I'm not accusing, because I believe in Tom. I give him wholeheartedly, like all of my chest at this point. I'm shouting Tom for real. But yeah.
Use the rappers to promote prescription pills to the audience. They created the problem to sell you pills that would solve them. It's brilliant. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, and I see it in your eyes. All lies, y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. Exploiting our problems to benefit. They just wanna get paid. I spend all my money on medicine. Spend all your money on chains. Y'all just exploiting the misery. Popping Xannies to fade. Well, I'm throwing ones into therapy. Cause all I know is rain. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, don't feel the love, nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the
This
grills.
is so
Now it's pain,
hard.
talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, don't feel the love, nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
Wow. 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 And you know what? My favorite verse out of all of this, and I'm just going to shut the hell up because I talked way too much in the middle of this. My favorite part is how he ended the verse. You know how he ended the verse? He didn't end it with rhyming. This is one of the most brilliant ways that a lot of artists don't know how to do it. Instead of ending it with rhyming your end bar with whatever you're rhyming, you know, like your whatever, he ends it with, it's brilliant. Like, he's making a comment. Instead of rhyming, he just stops and he's like, it's brilliant. Like, he can't believe his own words. It's like a cliche double-edged sword in itself. It's dope. It is so dope. Let me just, dude, just check it.
Created a problem to sell you pills that would solve them, it's brilliant. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, don't feel the love, nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
Yo, that's it. That's all I got. This speaks for itself. This really does. This speaks for itself. I can't agree. And you know what? Maybe I should make a different channel that's like a podcast so I can talk more and say less in the videos. Some of y'all are very, very supportive and being so nice and saying, hey, you know, do your thing. You know, Hangover Gang got your back. And you know what? I believe you. That I can see it. Your action speaks for itself. So all you who are supporting, I do talk a lot. I will admit I like to break things down because this is the type of music that needs that. It needs to be broken down. If I was listening to Lil Pump, I wouldn't be breaking that shit down. I would just skip it. You know what I mean? Like, who needs that? This right here is, like I always say, time for president. Leave your comments below. Once again, I'm not accusing. I just want to know, do you think Tom would ever, ever, ever be okay with a ghostwriter? Or do you think he would, behind closed curtains, if he was being watched and he didn't know it, and someone approached him and said, hey, I can write you this, and the lyrics were fucking brilliant. Just like this, but like, what if it was somehow magically brilliant times 10? Which this is beyond fucking awesome. But it just, fake scenario. Do you think Tom would say yes or no? I don't. But I think someone probably has tried. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Real street sessions, real shit. This is real shit. For real. Jig the Faded, as always, peace out.